We have an event that will only shock white liberals. Council of Michigan, which has a Muslim majority and a Muslim mayor, voted to ban pride flags on a Pride Month. This is what happens. We tried to warn you guys, and you acted like it is a low IQ bigotry. How stupid are you? I mean, what is wrong with showing that, pointing out that this belief system, this belief is not compatible with the necessary things, necessary principles you need to have to live in a modern society like Western societies? How hard is it to understand this? They still talk about this nonsense called Islamophobia. How stupid are you? I mean, look at them. This is literally what we warned you about. Do you think this is an exception? This is literally what we always see from Muslims. Always, they demand things. They demand tolerance. They want more rights. But at the same time, they think you should obey their rules. They think they have a right to dictate their rules. They can think these things at the same time. Okay, we are trying to tell you these things because this is what their ideology is. Giving it a label and saying, oh, all religions, respect people's religions, etc. These things doesn't make it go away. I mean, how can you think it just because have some label, everything in it can get a free pass? What if something actually in that religion will harm this society? So is it wrong to point out those things? How can it be wrong to point out those mistakes, those evil things in this religion? How can it be wrong? I mean, these things, you would never live in a society. They wouldn't exist in a society if you had these rules in Islam as a person, another ideology. But when it comes to religion, especially Islam, it gets a free pass. Forget about forget about just living like that. They openly preach these things. They openly say, we will take over, we will take your everything. Everything in this religion, everything that are against Western cultures, Western societies, these rules that normal human beings should have, these values. We should have to exist as a modern society. They are against all these things. Their religion is against these things. Pointing out this would be enough actually. But also, you see these people have these ideas. They recognize these things. We see this. Then not only they think they agree with these rules, they also preach these things. And majority of them preach these things. Majority of those Muslims, they don't believe in coexisting. So how can it be wrong to point out this? How can it be bigotry? So what? I mean, why do you complain about criticizing this then? Okay, these are my beliefs. So what? Why are you so angry with me when I point out these things? So I am also, let me be an extremist and okay, let it go. Like you do with the Islamist extremists. Why don't you do that? Why are you so against people who warn you with Islam? When it comes to that, you need to take action, You feel like you need to take action. Why do you also not say the same thing? That's their belief. Because according to you, it can cause harm, right? Okay, so in my point of view, this Islam actually will cause harm. There are people who actually believe this stuff. There are actually people who think this is justified, these things in Islam taking over, not letting you live your religion freely, and they will practice Sharia. They believe in that. They all think this. They all think this. They all, every day, they all preach this. This is what they think. Most of them. We know this. Most of them. You are just denying. You guys are just denying. We know all these immigrants, all these Muslim immigrants in the West, vast majority of them believe that, they will overpopulate and then they will start taking over, council by council, city by city, school council, etc. And will take over the country and make it a Sharia. This is what they actually believe. You still think, it is crazy for me to see leftists still think that people who think this are so, so fringe. A fringe amount of people believe this. And most Muslims, so democratic. Or this is a conspiracy theory. They still think this. They still think all those crimes. They still think white people commit more crime than illegal immigrants. These people lost their minds to defend this nonsense. It so baffles me. You guys need to wake up.